What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had an excellent week. Jets, Broncos on Sunday, MetLife Stadium, one of the rare 1 o'clock games this team has. I'm sure the stadium is going to be rocking. You have the Jets that have won 2 in a row, coming off a dominant victory on Thursday night against the Patriots. And you have the Broncos coming off a shocking win over the Buccaneers where they beat them up. So it's a really interesting matchup, and not one that I think that the Jets can just show up and win, where a lot of people kind of seem to assume, like, oh, the Jets, the next couple of weeks, they're going to run up some wins. This game's probably going to be very competitive, especially early on, and then you see how it plays out. So the one thing the Jets advantage they have is they have this little mini bye. They played on Thursday, so they finally have time to, self-evaluate, get healthy, get recuperate, but also watch more film and actually have some live practices. I think Saleh said they were in full pads yesterday. They have a good practice today. So that's a nice little change for them where they can kind of clean up some mistakes and open up their playbook a little bit more. So on offense, the Jets are facing a very stout Broncos defense. They're sixth in points allowed. They have 11 sacks. They have a lot of really good things. They lost their leading tackler in Singleton, but they're going to be very physical and they're going to get after it. And they could blitz a lot as well. So I hope the Jets kind of incorporate what they did on Thursday night, where they kind of they use their passing game to set up the run, use Breece Hall as a wide receiver, go 2-back sets where you have Breece and Braylon in the back. You could run Braylon. I'd love to see them use Conklin a lot more, use Mike Williams. You got to kind of figure that Surtain's going to cover Garrett Wilson. I don't think he's going to shadow him, but I think in the big spots, he's probably going to cover Garrett Wilson. You don't want to force it. And you also want to be very careful in blitz protection. You have Olu getting his first start at right tackle. You got to figure they're going to attack his side first, see how they handle it. So there's going to be a lot of pressure. Rodgers has been very good at getting rid of the ball quickly. Look, my coffee kicked in. I'm kind of all amped up now. Getting rid of the ball quickly, rolling out the pocket. You kind of want to see Hackett use this same kind of game plan where he's really creative, using all his resources, maybe get Corley involved, take a deep shot downfield with Gibson. And you know that everybody's trying to downplay Sean Payton's comments about Hackett, but in the back of their mind, it's all still there, especially because Rodgers wasn't there last year. They want to take advantage of him and kind of flex their muscles and be like, you know what? You talked about my coach. Now we're going to show what we can do against you and your, quality defense. On defense, Bo Nix has no passing touchdowns right now, but he's a great athlete. Big arm, very, very mobile. I think the one key will be, I'm assuming C.J. Mosley's not going to play. The sideline-to-sideline speed of Surratt and Sherwood could actually help in the situation where if they do a lot of RPOs or running plays with Nix, they can, cut down some angles there, contain the edge. Will be really important for the Jets' defensive front as well. And then you want to see if they can get pressure on him. And I wouldn't be opposed to using the same principles they used Thursday night and being aggressive with the blitz. If they're trying to take Will McDonald out of the plan, send Quincy Williams, send Michael Carter, go after it. And try to kind of bang up this rookie quarterback a little bit. They have a different stable of running backs, Javonte Williams, McLaughlin, all that. I think the one guy on offense you worry about the most is Cortland Sutton, who isn't putting up big numbers yet, but I've always loved him as a player. They have Troy Franklin, who's got some deep speed. Maybe they try to challenge DJ Reed deep. But overall, you kind of like the matchup with the Jets defense against a young quarterback. And then, obviously, the Jets offense against the Broncos defense. I mean, it's just the whole Aaron Rodgers factor. It's hard to watch Thursday night's game and not go into this game very encouraged, where it's like you figure the Jets are going to have the ball more and they should be able to put together some time-consuming drives, wear down the defense, and win the game. On special teams, you have Mike Westhoff I love Mike Westhoff. He's coaching them. I had a chance to interview him a couple years ago at the facility. Really great guy, knows the rules, very innovative with special teams. So they may try to find some wrinkles there, but with all the new rules, how much could he possibly change? The John Franklin Myers revenge game going against his former team. That's an interesting storyline, but as much as I like him, I think he won't be that much of a factor. So overall, this is a game. I think the spread is 7 or 6.5, whatever you use. I kind of feel confident with this one. I think it's just having the faith. My only concern, which I did a video on a couple of days ago, is the team just showing up and kind of being like, they read all the newspaper clippings. They kind of took all the compliments and it went to the head, and they're kind of complacent and they don't have that hungry mindset. And I'm hoping that Aaron Rodgers' message got through to the team, saying, you know what, we didn't accomplish anything yet. We need to be hungry week in and week out. This is a conference game, like an AFC opponent. You want games like this because down the line when it gets to playoff seedings, conference record's a tiebreaker. You want to win games like this. And as your schedule gets tougher over the next 3 weeks. So I just have, I mean, I don't do this often. Like I'm slowly buying in and believing more and more in this team, where I think they win by 2 scores. I think it's like, 20-10 or 24-14, kind of there. I think the Jets come up with a big time performance here as they get ready to go to London to face the Vikings. I think they're going to really do some damage here, especially at home. I think the little storylines behind a lot of things will keep this team focused and motivated. And I think you're going to see a really good game. So let me know what you guys think. I'm excited. We'll be streaming live at 1 o'clock on Sunday. I'll talk to you later.